Hold the door, would ya? Appreciate it. Not to trouble you again, but I've had one hell of a day. Could you hit the button for the 3rd floor? Oh, never mind. It's already lit up. So, do you live here? I haven't seen you around before. Really? For how long? We're neighbors? No. I never noticed, sorry. That's a bad habit of mine. I try to keep my head down. Not that it's ever managed to keep me out of trouble before. Today has been a great example of that. As you can probably guess, I'm not the best at conversations either. That's why I try to avoid them too. Trust me, it's not for lack of trying. I just suck at small talk. Wasn't always the case, but things change. Well, this is our floor. Thanks again for holding the door back there. See you around, neighbor. I'm fine. It's nothing you need to get involved with. Let you help me? What the hell are you even talking about? In case you've forgotten the last few minutes, we're neighbors, not friends. We haven't even said a word to each other until today. No, you greeting me only to be ignored does not count. If anything, that should send you a clear message. I could manage on my own. The only thing you need to do is turn around, go to your apartment, and forget you even saw anything. Damn it. Fine. You really want to help? Then I won't stop you. Just don't change your mind if you get grossed out. It'll only be more of a hassle. Besides, I could use the help. The wound's in a spot that I can't reach on my own. Follow me. Watch your step. There's a cat. Just keep an eye out, all right? Thanks. Do you mind if I sit down? Because the room's starting to spin and the last thing I want is for you to lug me around. Yeah, first aid kit's in the upper cabinet all the way to your right. It's in the front, so you can't miss it. Here, let me take off my jacket and lift my shirt a bit so you can see what's going on. Hey, it's okay. I'll talk you through it. You won't hurt me. And even if you manage to, I'm sure I'll live. That bad, huh? Oh, I'm sure it looks worse than it is. That's usually how it goes for me. There you are, girl. Sorry I'm late. Her name's Alpine. Yeah, she's a good cat. Loves to join me when I take time to meditate. Well, she usually naps the whole time, but the company's nice anyways. If I'm being honest, I really hate being away from her for too long. Makes me feel anxious. I take her out to run errands whenever I can. She's a fan of stowing away in my jacket sometimes. When I do end up being away for a while, though, I make sure she stays with friends. The last thing I'd want is for Alpine to get lonely. She saved me from that. Doing the same for her is the least I can do. Got any updates for me? The bleeding stopped? You're doing fine. All that's left is the bandages. Hey, it's enough to keep me together for now. The cut's not exactly small, but stitches can wait until I get to someone. See? She's not worried. Alpine's seen me come home way worse than this. Not that I make a habit of coming home injured. At least I try not to. She likes you. That's a good sign, I think. Right. I figured you'd ask about it eventually. Can't say I blame you for being curious. This is what happens when you take a few too many punks on who chose today of all days to extort a veteran for cash. Guy's an old friend of mine, you see. His memory isn't what it used to be. Still manages to attend every damn meeting at the community center without fail. Normally a fight like that would be easy. It's not like your local muggers are trained in hand-to-hand combat. The problem is that they ran off into a back alley where a bunch of stray cats live. It sounds ridiculous in retrospect, but at the time, all I could think about was how they didn't ask for their home to be invaded and wrecked in a fight. That made me hesitate. And that's how one of them managed to land a good hit. To my credit, that's the only chance they got. They'll wake up in a cell with a killer migraine. But other than that, they're fine. Sorry if it isn't as exciting of a story as you wanted. My wilder adventures are behind me for the most part. At least I'd like to hope so. I want you to know that I really appreciate you for doing this. Not a lot of people would go out of their way for a total stranger. Then again, I guess to you we're not total strangers. We're neighbors. Point is, you've seen the news, the papers, the things they say about me online. It isn't as damning as it used to be, but I understand the ones who are still scared. They have every right to be. I'm getting help for it, you know. For the stuff that happened to me. The things I did, what I was forced to do. It's a process. A slow one. Maybe I'm looking for redemption, I don't know. But I'm making sure to do it one day at a time. And while we're on the subject of time, I think I've taken up enough of yours. I'll be okay. You've handled the hard part. I definitely owe you one. Why don't you stop by again sometime? Sure, Alpine seems to like you, so I don't see the harm in it. Inviting you over seems like the neighborly thing to do anyway. But if you happen to still be interested in hearing some of my older stories, then I wouldn't mind sharing them. Maybe we can skip the stab wound next time, though. Enjoyed this audio? Then why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the channel? It's the best way to get notified on when there's new uploads, and a great way to show your support. To commission an audio, then go to anigomi.com/commissions. That's another good way to support the channel. Thanks for listening.